Hi everybody, welcome to Silver and Gold RAC call tonight. Looking forward to chatting to you. My favourite subjects, compensation plan and placements. Rebecca sends her apologies that she's not with us. She's in California at the leadership retreat, having a great time while I've got the kids and doing all the work. So hope she appreciates it. To be fair, she did a whole year of this without me, so it's my time. Actually, that's also not true. She's actually working at the same time too. So don't tell her I said this, please. Please don't. Vanessa, don't you dare. Not sure. Annalie, just because I've been to Bali, that was like 2 weeks ago. That was ages ago. I need a break, I think.
I know I have to laugh, Nathan.
Placements. This is an
2
hour and a
weeks
half
ago.
of placements. And this is tiring.
I know, but 2 weeks is not ages ago when you went to Bali.
Feels like it was. So yeah, it feels like it.
No, but I can imagine you must be quite tired from also with your voice, with talking all the time.
Exactly, very tired.
Yeah, so.
All right, let me share my screen and we shall start. Oh, don't look. I've always done that last time as well. See it. Go back. Why is it doing that? Okay. So, just a few announcements. Immortel offer ends end of the week, end of the month. Don't forget, it's a great offer. Worth more than the frankincense, and that's best offer of the year. So get that one in. Boyd Truman on the 9th of April is going to be doing the team call, so we're just getting excited for that one. Double presidential diamond. That guy knows what he's talking about, and he loves the products like wholeheartedly, and he's great at talking about Terrazyme and lifelong vitality pack. It's great. Continued egg classes with Emily and Rebecca. The next one is on the April the 18th. And don't forget Mum's ones, which is on every Monday night, apart from it's cancelled tonight, but it will be next Monday, and it's every Monday at 7:30. Convention. If you have not booked the UK convention and you're on this call, shame on you. Shame on you. Okay, go book a ticket. It's going to be great. Okay, and I do get the question a lot. Can you just book one day? Yes, you can, but you have to pay for two. So may as well come to two. There isn't an only day option, and which day's best? I don't know. Some people have asked us that. Depends on what you like, and there'll be a bit of everything on each day. So if you don't like recognition, come on the Friday. Saturday's got a bit of recognition in it. Other than that, it's got good days, both of them. Business training is on the Wednesday and Thursday. We have been asked to put the agenda together with the other presidential diamonds, which we've just done. And it's me talking again for the whole day, so you'll love it. No, I'm just kidding. I think I might be doing 20 minutes. But we've got like a lot of presidential diamonds and blue diamonds and diamonds from Europe and from America, all coming over, and they've all got like, well, not all of them, some of them can't speak, but we've got half an hour for some of them, and it's going to be great. So make sure you book those days. Okay. Got a team party on the Thursday night. It's going to be rock and roll, or classical, whatever music we choose. And then last week of the month. Okay, so this is the last week. So if you're looking to rank, this is a key week. So talk to your upline, have a chat with them, see where you need to, what little bit of extra volume you need to find. If you're looking to just get some more enrollments, you're probably all looking to rank for the end of April. So, but this month, this might be key this end of this week. So making sure you remember. So for the silvers and golds, so on the RAC plan for silvers and golds, this week you need to be doing 2 intro classes if you're following it to the T, which hopefully a lot of you are. just to make your life easier. You're going to get 12 attend those 2 intro classes. Not as many to enroll this week, okay? You only have to have 3 enroll. That should be 10 in total for the month. But you are going to be doing a finding class this week. You're going to be getting 12 to attend it. And your overall goal from that finding class is to not just have fun and eat lots of chocolate or whatever finding class you're doing. Okay, you can do that. That can be one of your goals. Or some of you like to drink. Maybe you're doing that. I don't know. But be careful with that one because that can end in disaster. 6, but you're looking to get 6 people booked onto classes in April. Okay, so again, from that finding class, you're trying to find 6 people, getting them onto intro classes. You're also looking to sample 24 people. That's 24 people different for your finding class, and book 10 of them onto intro classes in April. So it's a big week this week. And you're also looking to sample people. So you have, in week 6, you'll have booked in a hosted class, or if you don't, get one this week, okay? And you'll need to sample the people for that class in week 6 this week, okay, so that they can get their experiences in. So you need to ask the host for their people's details that you can send the samples to them. You also need to invite 20 to next week's finding class. Okay, so you got a finding class next week, you got to find 20 people to that, okay? And then you need to have a call with your builders, okay? You might have 3 builders, you might have 2, depends on what you're going for at this moment, but you need to have a call with your builders to help them get motivated, and hopefully they're on the Elites and Premiers RAC calls, so they are doing similar stuff to you as well. Okay, so that's what you're looking to do this week. Any questions on that? Has anyone got any questions? Everyone's spot on with it. You've all got it. Brilliant. Like to see it, hear that. So I was going to go over comp plan, but with the silver and gold, I don't know if you need comp plan so much. I was just going to ask, do we have questions on the comp plan really for silvers and golds? And I can ask you more complicated questions. Because I don't really want to go through the basics, and it's all quite basic. Has anyone got any questions? Everyone?
And I've got a question that's not about the comp plan actually. It's not come up for me because I always obviously do my 100 PV a month, but on a piece of paper that I was given by your mum, it's got it written on that you don't, if you're earning from your website, you don't have to do LRP. Is that right? Or is that incorrect?
You don't have to do LRP earning from your website, and you only have to do 50 PV.
Okay. Okay, so 50 fit PV, and it doesn't have to be on LRP.
Doesn't.
So if I'm trying to get people to think about earning from the business, they don't have to go on to LRP initially, as long as they're doing 50 PV. I know it's not ideal, but I'm just thinking, like, if somebody is a bit like, oh, I don't want to do it until I've earned a bit of money, then that's a way of doing it.
It's an option, yeah. I would steer you away from that thinking though. But yeah, you can do that.
I'm just thinking, because there's a couple of people who kind of are interested, but haven't got any disposable income to put 100 PV on LRP each month.
Yeah, so people like that, they can generally start to get the business going, and when they're earning more than they're getting,
yeah,
then they can start doing their LRP.
Yeah, or at least when they start. I'm thinking if they're not necessarily enrolling people, but maybe they're
when they start
saying to their friends by.
Definitely, we've done that with a couple of builders.
Yeah,
but when they start earning, they want to stay on the 100 PV. Otherwise, they'll just flitter in and out and never really achieve anything. You really want to be getting people committed to.
I was thinking more about it being like, you know, in your getting them to kind of try and do something within their first month to see that actually an income can come in from it.
Yeah.
Can I say something for that? Annalie and Nathan. Oops, and I just lost my mouse again. Sorry. maybe you can get those people hosting a class and earn that way, because when other people sign up under them, they get of course the fast start.
Yeah, it's just
right away, and then they can use the fast start to get their own kit.
So I guess I was thinking, if they want to open an account and then start to kind of share a little bit, but share just by sharing what they're doing, and then saying to people, because I've bought from people before on my account as well. That's another way I've done it, where I've bought for people right in the early days. I put it through my account, charge them retail, whatever. But I was just thinking about that before, almost like in the first couple of months before they've kind of got to grips with everything and doing that and hosting classes. I mean, if you can get them, I'm finding it difficult to get people to commit to in the first 6 weeks to them actually hosting a class. I'm not finding it difficult. There are a couple of people that I was just trying to think a bit more outside the box, really, and think about other ways of getting them to.
You might need to make the deal. You might need to make the deal you're giving them too good to be true. Like they get a diffuser and an oil. That's worth it. So yeah, you might need to be doing that.
Okay.
And just see where it is, and different people will be different. Some people won't say, "I don't need anything."
Yeah. All right.
Charlie's asked, would they get the fast start though if they weren't doing the 100 PV? They would not, Charlie. It's only on the retail profit. If they spend 50 or more, that they could get it. So for all the other bonuses, you must do 100 PV. And just so that you're all aware, you probably all are, but just to double check, you have to spend 100 PV in that month, and you have to have on your account 100 PV coming out the next month. If you have 90 PV, because it's a computer system, when the computer system scrolls through doing commissions once a week or on the monthly one, if it shows that your template, your LRP template, or you've only done 99 PV, it will not pay you. So don't let that happen. It's happened a couple of times and it's devastating. So, and you only get one exception ever, and you have to have admitted the exception before the 14-day mark of the next month. Otherwise, you completely miss out. And if you do it twice, the second time, you will not get an exception. Okay. So just make sure of that.
That happened to me. That happened to me in my first month.
Oh.
But I got it. They were really good. They said and it was a lot, because in my first month I'd done a lot, they were really good. But it was you get to do this
exception now, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, so you can't do that again.
I will never do it again.
Do it again, yeah. But accidents happen, don't they? So yeah. But don't do it. Then we've got uni level. Uni level we all get, don't we? It's pretty cool. Has anyone got any questions on uni level? Okay.
Actually, I have a quick question. I never remember when is the uni level paid out and when is the fast start is paid out every Wednesday, I know.
Yep.
But the uni level, is that on the 15th or is that on the end of the month?
Okay, so you qualify for it on the 30th, so the end of the month, and then it's paid 2 weeks later on the 15th.
Right.
Well, it's not actually the 15th, it's between the 15th and the 20th, but generally it happens on the 16th. So if it doesn't happen on the 6th, so there was once where we didn't get paid to the 18th and we were all going crazy, but the terms and conditions are between the 15th and the 20th, because you just never know with the computer systems, or whenever it falls, it could be over a weekend, and see the corporate, they have to run it manually. See, it's not an automatic process running commissions, because they have to like double and triple check it, because obviously it's millions that's being paid out. So they've got to make sure it's spot on. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone got any questions on the shares? This is a fun one. Do you understand the shares? Cool. Well, I need to explain that.
Nathan. Hi, Nathan. Can you hear us? It's Les.
Yeah, hello, Les. You got a question on shares?
Yeah, Nathan. It was just on the. Is it the empowerment one that's come out?
Yep.
Is there one there? Can you tell us a little bit about that, please?
Okay, so empowerment one is for premiers and silvers. So if you hit premier, you would get £150, basically, roughly, just to keep it simple. It's a share, so it's not necessarily £150, but roughly it is. Okay. And then a silver would also get £150 for the empowerment bonus. But a silver also gets a share in another different pool, and that's about £100. So a silver would make £250 roughly as a leadership bonus, whereas a premier would make £150 from the empowerment bonus. The only one thing, all the other leadership, to be a leader, you don't have to enroll somebody except at premier. You must have enrolled one person to get the empowerment bonus. Okay. If you've enrolled nobody, but you qualify as a premier, you won't be paid.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Transfer and enrollment, couldn't you?
What do you mean by transfer and enrollment?
Well, I mean, you know, if there's an option there to do that, isn't there? If you wanted to do that. Not that it would make any sense, but I'm just saying, if somebody was going to go premier in your organisation and they hadn't actually enrolled anybody, there is an option there to transfer an enrolment to them, isn't there?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah.
They would have enrolled somebody.
You could do that.
Yeah.
I would steer you away from doing that.
Okay.
I would get them to sign their mum up or something.
Yeah. Yeah,
but they'd have to do 100. They have to do 100 PV order though as well. So
yeah.
it's sign somebody up with 100 PV order.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Lovely. Thanks, Nathan.
But you're right. You're right. Les, you can do that.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Any more questions on shares or lease bonuses? Okay, moving on. These are the ranks. These are pretty cool. These are just the averages. So you don't make, when you first hit, you wouldn't necessarily make that unless you first hit 3 years from time. So if you're gold in a year or in 6 months, you definitely won't be making 3,000 a month. Okay, because you're making small amounts of uni level. And you'll be making the full leadership bonus at that level, but you're not making that much uni level. You probably don't have your third. You might not even have your second level power 3, but you might be earning fast as well. So, so just bear that in mind, that these figures are averages, and that when you first hit, generally you won't be on there. This is the medium amount. Have any questions on this one? It's quite cool, isn't it, to see this diagram? I'll just leave it up there for you just to have a scan of it for a little bit.
I'm quite intrigued to see that a diamond at 11 grand a month is still just supplementing your income.
This is doTERRA only. Welcome.
I kind of would be, yeah, that would be quite nice as a normal, kind of a good income.
It's a decent income, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's only 100 grand a year, 120 grand a year. I mean, I say only, I don't mean it like that. I mean, but it's like, that's a good executive salary, But you're right, it's not supplementing, is it? It's completely revolutionising it.
I guess it depends whose income it is, who's starting, but yeah. Yeah,
exactly. So some people, replacing your income might be at silver or gold, and that's not a problem, is it? It's better. It means you're living off less. Gemma's asked, is for the empowerment bonus, is that you have to do it that month? Yes, you do. So you'd have to sign somebody up that month, the month you're going premier, and every month following. So if you want to go Premier the next month, you have to enroll somebody that month. If you want to be Premier the month after, you have to enroll somebody that month as well. So if you're Premier for 12 months in a row, you have to enroll somebody every month that you want to be Premier. If you don't enroll somebody that month, you'd still be Premier, but you would not be paid. Does that make sense? Okay, so did I stop sharing again? Let's go on to placements. We all know what enroller and sponsor is. We don't need to follow that. Has anyone got any questions on enroller sponsor? You get it? Honestly, if you don't, please say. It's fine. Do we understand what enroller and sponsor are? Cool. Wholesale customer wellness advocate. Just quickly, the difference between a wholesale customer and wellness advocate is a wellness advocate is somebody, not necessarily a builder, might be a sharer, but it's somebody that's looking to be paid money from sharing the oils, or somebody that you need to have a downline. So a wellness advocate can have a downline, it can be paid money, and it gets to see all the business stuff in the doTERRA back office. A wholesale customer is literally that. They are just a customer that you can place in your team. So they can only shop. They can't do anything else. That's the difference. Okay. Any questions on that? So with placements, you've got your 3-stage process. Okay. I'm going to cover which level and where in my team on the noteboard in a second. So we're going to go through that. If anyone's got any structure they want to go through on theirs, I'll pick up one of you. But which pathway, what you've got to decide straight away is which pathway they're on. So this month, at the end of this month, if you're following the RAC plan to the letter, you would have signed up 10 people. Okay. So you will have 10 people that you have got to decide before you place them, probably before you even put them in the system. You've got to decide whether they are a customer, not whether they're a wholesale customer. We're not talking about that. We're talking about whether they are actually a customer, whether they are a sharer, or whether they are a builder. Okay. Now, remember that a level 1 person is a great builder. Okay. A level 2 person is a good builder. A level 3 person is a slow builder or a great sharer. And level 4 is a sharer or good regular customer. And then all your other people, all your other wholesale customers, they go on your level 5, 6, and 7. So with every person that you're signing up, those 10 people, you are choosing whether they are a customer, sharer, or builder. And with that, you're able to then decide what level they're going to go on pretty much. Because you'll be able to say, this is a good builder. Oh, they go on my level 2. This is a level 3. This is a slow builder. They go on my level 3. Okay. Now, you don't have to do it exactly like this, but this is roughly where they should go. So you might decide that a slow builder or a great sharer might go on your level 4. You might decide that you don't get great builders, you only get good builders. So your good builders go on your level 1 and your great sharers go on your level 2 until you start getting those kind of builders. Particularly at the beginning, you may have to do that. Sometimes at the beginning, you have to put a sharer on your front line because you don't have any other choice, okay? But all of you are not at the beginning, okay? All of you are going for silver or gold, so you will have a structure, okay? So now we're going to go through that structure. So let's start with, all of you will be probably Premier, I'd imagine. Most of you will be. So let me stop sharing. You can see what I'm going to do on the board. If you want to talk while I'm doing this, I won't be seeing the chat, so you need to just unmic yourself and speak. Can you all see it? Oh, okay. So you're going for silver. So this is going for silver. So you have hit Premier, okay, and now you're going for silver. So if you hit Premier, this is you. You've got one leg here. We're going to call that Andy. You've got another leg there. We're going to call that Sue. Okay, those are your Premier legs. Okay, they've hit 2,000 before. This is the month of March, so we're going to call it, this is March. Okay, now Andy he's got 2 legs. They're both wellness advocates because he's got another person underneath and they've got another person underneath. This person only has one person, but then this person has loads of wholesale customers. This person has like loads of wholesale customers. Andy's put one wholesale customer underneath him, maybe another one right there, just to confuse the heck out of everybody. Because this is what our structures look like, right? They don't look clean. So when you're looking at it, it's not like a lovely little, oh, I've got one beautiful leg there. It's got like people everywhere. And you're like, oh no, I've completely ruined it. No, you haven't, okay? Because you can build a structure out of all of that, okay? So you've got all these customers and all these customers down here. This person's got that, and then he's got that, and then he's got a couple of customers. He's got a couple of customers there. This person's got like 2 customers, maybe one as advocate going down like that. Okay. So you've got like, you can see the beginnings of a tree. Okay. It's not ideal, but they've got like a couple of sharers in there. They've got one builder down there that this person's enrolled and starting to go for it. So they're getting to 2,000. Okay. So they are at altogether 2,500. Okay. So Andy's at that. All right. Now Sue has got a structure. Her structure is just one leg. And then she's got a great builder here called Nathan. Like how I make myself the great builder. It's good, isn't it? Yeah. And then we got Trev above Nathan, who's doing nothing. Okay. So we've got Nathan there, and Nathan's got 3 legs. And he's got customers underneath that. He's got a builder underneath that and customers. And he's built his one beautifully. He can find builders, he can attract builders, but that's his leg down there, okay? And he has an overall volume of, so Sue with Nathan there, she's got another builder there as well, let's say. And Sue with Nathan there and Mark. Funny how these are all boys' names. Probably the other way around. It's all girls' names actually, and 1 or 2 boys, but we'll do it the other way around. And that is 3,500. Okay. So if you add these together, so Andy has got 2,500 OV. Sue's got a 3,500 OV. Okay. That adds up to 6,000 plus whatever you're doing yourself. Let's say you did 200. So you've actually got a volume there of 6,200 OV. Now you want to go for silver. Okay. So to be silver, you have to have a minimum volume of 9,000. Okay. And you have to have 3 legs that have 3,000. So if you're looking to rank through Sue, Sue is already at 3,500. So Sue is actually qualified at elite for you because that is 3,000 and above. So Sue is done in terms of you getting to silver. Now you're still working with Sue, or maybe you're the enroller with Nathan. And so you're looking to help either Sue get to Premier or Nathan get to Premier. Okay. And that's going to help you get to gold in the long run. But these guys are going to hit there way before some of your other legs will. Okay, but that's fine. you need to get them going, help them going as fast as they can, so that they don't leave or get annoyed or whatever. Okay, so, but what you are looking to do is you're looking to help Sue and Nathan, but you're not concentrating on them. You are concentrating on Andy. So Andy needs 500. Okay, Andy needs an extra 500 OV in March to get to elite, which is basically 2 home essential kits. So what you're like trying to get Andy to do on your calls, you're working with Andy to get 2 home essential kits. If Andy does that, he'll make elite. But Andy's also working with some of these other builders to see if they can get any other home essential kits. If he looks to find 2 himself and they look to find 2, and say Andy doesn't find any, but they find 2, then he's covered himself. However, the likelihood is that Andy will find the 2 because he's the one that's really committed and the others won't. So it's important that you always enroll, okay? Very important. Sue beat you again. She always does, Andy. You got to understand that. So you're looking to get 500 there, okay? So Andy and Sue. Sorry, Andy down there. Now you've got Sue. Sue's done. You now need another leg. So you are looking to find another good builder, okay? And you're looking to get that to elite. So by the end of March, what you need to find is another 3,000 OV, okay? Now, if you break 3,000 OV down into home essential kits, you're talking about 13, 14 home essential kits. So if you were like doing this strategy right now and you've got 5 days left, someone to find 13, 14 home essential kits, very, very tough to do. So you were looking at doing this at the beginning of the month. Okay, so you're looking at last month and going, yeah, Sue's pretty much at 3.5 every month. She's pretty much done. Andy's always at 2.5 or thereabouts. He's done. We've got to find 3,500 OV between Andy and between us. Or maybe you've got a good builder there that doesn't have anybody underneath them that's just starting. Or maybe it's a sharer. Or whatever it is, that's what you're looking to do. You've got to find 3,000 there. So you've got to find 13 home essential kits between you and that builder or that other builder. Whatever you've got on that leg that's got nothing going on, you've got to find those 13 home essential kits for that month. That's how you strategize. That's how you rank. That makes sense, guys? Any questions on that? So do you then get how you go for gold? Okay, so if you're now going for gold, let's say you're silver, you've got 3,000 there. You've hit silver, so that's 3,000. And you've got, let's say you got 3 legs. And they got customers. You sold a massive diamond kit down there. Got customers. Okay. What you now are taking it to is to the next level. So now what you've got to do is, it's not just about what Andy's volume is, it's about what these guys' volumes are. So these 2 here. So is this going to be executive? So is this going to be 2,000? Is this going to be 2,000? And is Andy's overall volume going to be 5? If so, Andy's Premier. Okay. So you got to look at that, and that's when you start to strategize. It gets a bit more complicated. Okay, for gold. And it's the same with platinum. All platinum is just an extra leg there. So once you get how to go for gold, platinum's easy. Diamond's easy because diamond's just another silver, another Premier, making it a silver. That makes sense. So you're having 4 elites there. To get to diamond, you need 4 elites. And then you need to have 3 people under each of them. So 12 elites underneath those 4 silvers. Okay. So you do it in baby steps. You go silver, then you go Premier. Sorry, then you go gold with your 3 premiers. Then once you go gold, you will understand the structure of how to get to diamonds, because it's simple then. The difficult thing is going from silver to gold, because the structure gets more complicated. So you're looking at getting these 2 to 2,000, this 2,000, and overall 5. let's say you're missing 500 on there. Obviously, now Sue, here's an anomaly that can happen quite a lot. Sue is at like 10,000, but Nathan's at 9,000. Nathan is silver, okay? Sue isn't even Premier yet. She's not really even got another, she's got 1,000 from her and her own volume. She's only got 500 underneath this person here. So Sue actually has to find another 500 if she's going to Premier. Now, if you're the enroller of Nathan, Nathan's already ranking for you at silver. So just because he's down there and not on your front line means that you can count Nathan as a Premier because he's higher than a Premier. He's a silver. So if Andy goes Premier, Nathan goes silver, and then Marcus goes Premier, you are then gold. Or you could choose Sue if you were the enroller of Sue, and Sue goes Premier, then you're gold, and you're not using Nathan to rank. But you can use Nathan to rank, even though he's on your 3rd level there. Could be down in your 4th or 5th. If you are the enroller, he would rank for you. Okay, so that's why it's so important to hold on to enrollership. Really, really important. Okay. But sometimes, if you, for instance, if Sue was going to rank at Premier, then she has to have enrollership of that person there. Otherwise, she will not rank. Okay, she can only ever be elite. She has to have enrollership of the 2 legs that are going to be Premier, going to be executive. So if Nathan was on her front line, you would be very reluctant to give Nathan to Sue if you were the enroller, because Nathan's going faster than Sue. Sue's slowing you down. So in the fact that there is somebody in between Sue and Nathan is actually very good. It means that Sue can rank at silver. Okay, she can get 3 legs there. However, she can't necessarily rank at gold because you're never going to give her enrollership of Nathan to Trev so that she can rank at gold. So she would have to go gold, she would have to use other ways unless you gave enrollership to them. So that's where enrollership can get a bit tricky. Any questions, guys? We've gone into a lot there. Hopefully it hasn't blown your mind. No questions.
Yes, I would like to know something. Is it possible to have in one main leg 2 people qualifying me, or has that leg to be always in a different leg?
I don't understand your question, Tanya. Can you say it again?
Yeah, basically, if I have one main leg, and in that, yeah, okay, so this is me, and I have one main leg, and in this leg, the people underneath my first line are ranking to become elite and Premier and whatever, the lower levels. Is there any second leg which I could count as my second leg, even if it's in one leg?
No.
Yeah, okay, that's what I wanted to know.
It has to be, so if you have a leg down here,
yeah,
you can only count 1 silver that's going to help you rank, or 1 gold, or 1 platinum. So if you're going for silver, you can either count that elite there or that elite there. You can't count that elite and that elite and that elite to make you silver. You couldn't do that. That elite and that elite and that elite will make Andy silver if he has enrollership. So you can only count 1. So you've got to choose. That's the case there. So if we're choosing Nathan over Sue, you can only rank through Nathan. Okay. Because you can only use that 1 leg for 1 person to rank. 1 leg. Even if you've got a holding place there, because you'll be using somebody below the holding place to rank. So you couldn't use the to rank. That makes sense. But great question. Anything else, guys? And then I'll end the call. Okay, so just in closing, this week's challenge is to get the most hosted classes booked in for March and April in total. So you should have all of your classes hosted ones. This is just hosted, by the way. You should have all of your hosted classes that you've done already in March and that you've got this week and that you've booked in for April and whatever else you're going to book in this week. Add them all together. Not attendees, this is number of classes, and then add them all together and then let us know on the Facebook group. Now, there weren't any winners for last week's prize because nobody posted on the Facebook group. Not sure if everyone's seen it, maybe that's my fault, but saw a couple of likes. So either nobody put it up there or no one did it, but I know there were people doing it, so they forgot to put it up there. So please put, if you win, up there, because nobody won this week. And it's too late to email me now. Okay, so put it up there next week, add it all together, and first place gets a rose touch, second place gets a jasmine touch, and the third place gets a neroli touch. You cannot buy these oils in the UK yet, so they're awesome. They're worth all about, each one's worth, I think rose is worth about 100, jasmine's worth about 80, and neroli's worth about 60, 70, so you can't even buy them, so they're cool. Your call for the Q&A is on Wednesday at 8:45. We're doing this one in the evening, trying to mix it up so we can get different people on and hopefully more people can do the evening. It's 8:45 silver and gold. Now please come with questions and we can go through detailed strategy. We can go through different people's strategies. If you want to come on and us do your strategy, come on and tell us your strategy and we can do it for you there. Basically, this is a private mentoring place for 10 or 20 of you to come on and get my time and others' times there. So it's be very useful, hopefully, for you. So come on at 8:45 next Wednesday. And that's it, everybody. So thank you very much. Annalee's got 3 booked in. Good one, Annalee. It's too early to post now, Annalee, because I will not remember that. But next Monday you can post that. But well done. You should have received, Amy. I will check with Rebecca because she sent them. So I'll check with her on that one. Okay. Thanks everyone for coming on. I'll stay on for another 2 or 3 minutes if people want to come on, and I don't mind staying on for another 5-10 minutes and go through somebody's strategy if they want me to right now. I'm happy to do that. So if we've got any more questions, I'll stick on for a bit. I'll end the call. I'll end the recording.